Woo! Hello, hello. Lovely to see you all here. You are tuned into a EUphoria stream. What is EUphoria? A tabletop collective that is assembling all sorts of talented individuals from all over Europe to produce art that you're going to witness tonight. This is going to be a two-parter of the Heart campaign. But before we get to the meat of things, there's some cool announcements. Like you just saw in the video, this is a very important stream because we're raising funds for War Child UK. War Child UK is a registered charity to protect, working to protect, educate, and stand up for the rights of children affected by violent conflict. They are currently operating in like high conflict regions such as like Syria, the Palestinian territories. It's like they're doing really, really good work, and it could use a lot of your donations to help. So please donate by scanning the QR code that's on stream or using the donation links that are going to be popping up in chat all the time. Donate what you can or spread the word, do what you can. It's appreciated. Thank you so much. On a less somber note, there's going to be a giveaway for artisanal dice. Together with a dice making company from Leeds, UK called Rune Fable. They've donated a wonderful kit of their dice, and they're going to be giving it away to one of you lucky individuals tonight. So do the exclamation mark dice giveaway or exclamation mark. No, I think that's it. The exclamation mark dice giveaway in the chat. See if you make a chance. I might get sneaky and enter the lot myself, but maybe not if you are nice and Santa has a jolly idea with you. Anyway, all that out of the way, we can now enter introductions. Who has this person been who's been talking all this time? I'm Ruben, pronouns they, he. I'll be your GM for today. What is there to say about me? I'll be here hosting, doing the thing, narrating the story. I've got a cat. That's all you need to know really about me. Onwards, I'm going to bully one of these four individuals to introduce themselves first. It's going to be Christopher. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Christopher Caldwell. I live in the United Kingdom in Glasgow. I'm an American. I write science fiction and fantasy professionally and am an amateur goofball. And I'm very excited to join us all tonight.
Perfect. All right, so next bully victim. Jen, tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is Jen Vaughn. My pronouns are she, they, and I'm actually a professional goofball game designer, but I'm very excited to be here tonight and be playing again with EUphoria. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Taylor?
Hi, I'm Tay. Well, I'm here. I'm not a professional goofball, but boy, I sure do it for free. She, they, and I am, as you can tell, very excited to embrace the holiday and a clean death.
I love that. And that's just instinct was attitude. There we go. That's in translation. Last but not least, Chirag. How about you?
Hi, I'm Chirag, pronouns he, him. I'm an undercover goofball, so thanks for blowing my cover, guys. And then I'm a TTRPG writer, streamer with Daisies and Dragons. I also do teaching for primary and early years, and I am very excited to be here for the kids and for the violence. Yay!
That's the most important thing. Anything we do on screen tonight is going to be for the children. We cannot be critically examined or critiqued for this. Thank you so much. All right. What are we going to be playing? We're going to be playing Heart, the City Beneath, which is a system by Grant Howarth, published by I Should Know These Things. There we go. Chad Hasby. Thank you so much. Production, by the way, done by Aida and Darcy, doing all sorts of behind-the-scenes tech work, production work. Wouldn't be doing this without them. So, kisses to them. Right. So, Heart City Beneath. It's a D10-based system, and we're going to be playing adventurers, delvers who have some sort of psychological desire that need fulfilled. They can only be fulfilled by the heart, which is a supernatural place. It's going to be a lot of horror involved. It's going to be a lot of spelunking. It's going to be a lot of desires being questioned, examined, fulfilled, maybe, if you desire hard enough. And what is Christmas but the ultimate question of desire, anticipation, meaning, fulfillment, rejection, disappointment? There's always next year, right? We're going to find out all that and more in our campaign, A Gift from the Heart. All right. Woo. I've prepared for you an introductory poem. So, if you will, listen to me, which you will a lot. All of Derelictus was sound asleep, when from air suspend something entered deep. The hillside where once its factory stood, a hole bottomless black with not a thud. What emerged then was the inversion of snow, an upside avalanche, not from high to low. Many more, and our four, now show intrigue into any manner available for some reprieve. The well-informed, without further ado, delve inside to accomplish more than undo, not close the hole, but find what fell down, and seek eternally a Yuletide crown. We come across a snow-blanketed cityscape. Electrical lights shining through, covered over snow, children playing wherever they can, parents just being tormented by the snowfall wherever they can. There's a lot of civil action trying to make it the city livable, but that's not where we're going to start our story. We're actually going to be starting our story right next to the big city, where, like in the poem, there's a giant hole in the ground. Around that giant hole in the ground, there is a, shall we say, specialized humbug exclusion zone that has been set up, cordoned up to wary off any would-be intruders into this mysterious hole. Because if you have a hole, you got to check it out. The four of you are following a stalker-like figure. Big hood over jacket, raincoat with snow flake and Christmas tree patterns, as if taking camouflage in the inside of a Christmas present bag. They turn to you, mysterious. Their name? Pasrova Patience-Allegory. And they are your guide into the Yuletide machine. Let's have a look at our characters, starting with a different order this time. Tay, please introduce who you'll be playing.
I thought you'd never ask. Well, I will be playing Twirlygig Zizzlegrell, otherwise known by all of my friends, of which I have so many. Grell. And I'm kind of going for like a sort of the Who's from the Grinch thing secretly, because I am a half human, half gnoll. That's a Who, right? Yes, it is. So imagine some ears. That's happening here. And I am answering to the calling of Heart Song, but my class is Junk Mage, so I have a problem. And I'm here because I'm looking for Christmas. You see, my people tell tales of Christmas. We had it once. And this is, I think, a container for the good life. We had that once and we do not have it anymore. And I'm a little turned up about it. And I feel like maybe I can find it in the heart. And I might have some sort of a paranoia issue about the man in the big red suit. But who knows for sure? Could be anything, right?
Could be anything indeed. Perfect. Now, next up, Jen, who are you playing as?
I'm playing as Garland. Garland, as you can see, or maybe not see, I'm sorry, I actually have a a cardboard manifestation of reindeer horns because I didn't die right as a reindeer knoll who is also the class of Dead Walker, and I have the calling of enlightenment. I am on a little bit of a hunt because my death was a little more than suspicious. I have a lot of concerns about who is to blame because I was on the original fleet of reindeer pulling Santa's sled. We could not fly. We were landbound. And then his little right hand up the ass puppet man elf on the shelf came along, and I think he is the cause of the problems.
That no good elf motherfucker. Oh.
And Garland goes by they, them.
Absolutely. Before we get to investigate that workplace incident, let's move on to Chirag's character.
You Augur Christmas, a knoll dressed in the makeshift armor of a Vermissian knight, has been tracing the trails of Santa ever since he heard the original tale that he could somehow travel across the realm in only a single night. He somehow managed to master the paths that Augur must find. He must follow the path. He will find Santa, and he will find out what he did to end up on that naughty list. Dun dun dun. But mainly, at least that's what he remembers of why he was searching for it. It's been so long, such a long path. How does Santa do it? How does he do it?
It's not a question of you have to know, it's you must know. Finally, Christopher, please introduce your character.
I am playing Tarragon Glassheart, High Elf Elfir, Incarnadine priest. I am in service to the real Red God, Incarna, the Lord of Debt, and I've heard tell of this altruistic, disgusting usurper, Santa, who gives away things for free, and my goal is to enter the heart and take back what belongs to the Red God, the true Red God, Incarna, Lord of Death.
Frightening enemy of Santa. Awesome. I think the four of you are trailing behind this stalker-like figure. They turn around. Their face is covered in sort of like a gas mask, but instead of like the filters, there's two candy canes sticking out of them. And they turn to you, and sort of like muffled, you hear, "Well, we are reaching the point of no return. Do you all have payment ready?" And they look at you all expectantly.
Oh, I've got something. I'm
being really serious about this. Like, I'm not doing this for a charity. I know this looks like I'm jolly and good, but I really need to put something in my bag so I can put bread on the table at home. There's to provide for. Do you understand?
I understand. And I brought something pretty valuable. I don't know if I can part with all of it, but just wait a moment. And I'm going to sort through my bag. I have, brace yourselves, I have 20 assorted images, sketches from different artists of a man that I think that I'm going to meet in the heart. And because we all have beef with one guy, I think we recognize who it is. Now, not everybody knows what he looks like, but you can. But not all of them. I'll trade 9 of the finer ones.
9 of the final ones of the person you want to meet, and I'm taking you to meet them. I don't care how they look.
Well, some of the fine ones are naked. Don't let Twirlygig, spin you the wrong way.
Yes.
That's-
Yes.
You
and
are
one of them's mostly feet.
we're
Well,
smuggling
Yes.
food stuff into the Christmas zone, and you're
Of
using it as
course.
payment. Or
Yes. What do you think people ask for?
money.
This is like that.
It is like this is currency. You say, okay, give me a persuade something. What's the stat called here? God,
Want to sell feet pigs.
Well, no.
what is the rule? What is the stat to sort of like
I feel
haggle?
cursed should be
compel.
involved somehow.
Alright.
Compel,
curse?
and I don't know. I am going to try
I'm
to
so sorry that I've done this.
No, we're starting off
cast
strong.
my ability crave to
Oh.
make them want the pictures.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You will take the Rule 34 Santa pics.
You will want this.
Yes.
All right.
Suddenly the heart overcomes you.
Before before we do that compel rule about the feed pics, we're going to do a sort of like Freudian seed planting of feed pics inside this person's psyche. Christopher, could you please roll compel plus haven?
Okay. That's 2d20.
Because you have a pip. You have 3 d10 actually that you'll be rolling, because you'll have 1 to start with, then 1 for your compel, and another 1 for your haven.
Nice.
There we go. First roll of the game, and that's the highest is 6, so that's a partial success. I'm going to ask you to roll a little, let's say, d4.
Okay.
Two. Awesome. So what I'm doing here is I'm asking you to roll stress, because a partial success means there's going to be a little bit of a complication. Now, heart puts stress on your trackers, and nothing actually is going to manifest as negative until you roll the appropriate fallout for. So now you have 2, I'm going to say, fortune stress.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll from your character sheet. I'm going to roll a fallout test. See what happens. So that's a 4. You take a minor fallout. First
Ow.
roll. So I think what this looks like is actually describe to me, because the spell works. Describe to me how or what you do. Like, what does a spell cast from you look like?
Okay. So I, being a prince of deals, slide over to the pictures, wave my hands dramatically in front of them, and say, you know, you're probably not interested in these. They're probably too refined and rarefied for you. I suppose I can find something less interesting. Someone like you probably is, interested in just mundane things. And then, of course, I whisper the name of the red god silently, while pushing my mind into his desire.
I think I'm going to give you a fallout that's what's it called? I think pushing your luck a little. It's going to be on your fortune tracker, and I think the next NPC you talk to, like, you're kind of like, you think you're coming across better than you are. So the next NPC you're trying to do this with, you're going to roll with the risky.
Okay.
But to resolve this, now I've been doing this since the hole's been doing, and since then, before then, I've come across riches from beyond the scope of your imagination. If you think that I don't know connoisseurs' feet pics from the mere cover of them, and if I do not recognize the harrowed 20-piece set that only exists in the wishes of perverted Christmas wishers, You're deadly mistaken. And I want these as payment. I want them as payment, and I want them to have. I want them indexed. That is all I want.
One moment. You expect all of them? The full set?
The full. What is a set if not completed? Incomplete set.
I mean, we'd have to ask for something a little extra for that. You're just taking us to meet some guy.
And
Oh, I'm not even
Twirligig
doing that.
is giving you, I would say, the original 9. And the rest, they're actually considered apocryphal images. So I think you only want the original 9.
They hold
And
out
one of them is mint.
professionally graded plastic sleeve,
Professionally graded and in a case.
and it holds out their hand. Please.
Before I hand that over, we are going to do a thing.
Absolutely.
It's called Only the Finest. And once per situation, an item that you are holding becomes excellent quality. But
Oh,
it will be destroyed at the end of the situation.
all right. So I think what happens is Bosrovo, your guy, just like has been magically altered to suddenly develop like a feet fetish.
Oh, yeah.
Has an obvious gas mask fetish, but that is not being catered to at this moment. The feet pics are obtained, and I think they're like put away, like with the case and all, like away in sort of like a like duffel bag, Christmas duffel bag, and unbeknownst to them, already sort of like the contents of these drawings are like fraying in a way that like, no, these are not specific anymore. These could be anyone's. They're worthless. No. But they will not find out until they open their bag
At home
at home
or
far
in a
away
gas
from you.
station bathroom.
Or in a gas station bathroom with another visitor. Who knows?
Who knows?
But I think Pozrova takes it, puts it away. Oh, fuck. Well, this is unorthodox. Normally, I would use some sort of money or some sort of valuable object or anything that has like a resource marker attached to it. But I guess, you know, I'm at the end of the day just a pervert, just like you. All right, let's go. Continue, but keep your head low. The humbug patrol. If they spot you, throw a net on you. Very nasty, full of barbs, electrical. Pull you back out. You'll survive, but it won't be fun. Let's go. And they sort of like continue onwards. And as they do, they pull up next to you, Arger, and try to strike up conversation. Sort of like, so what's the Vermisian Knight doing here?
I'm here to follow the path that Santa left in his wake to find out how he travels, where he does. I will find his path. I will master the path. And then I will ask him one simple question. What puts someone? What sins does a person must do to end up on the naughty list?
Heavy stuff. Is it not, though, the existence of this coerced marking system that we try to live ourselves lives in a binary system of naughty and nice?
I have never gotten a Christmas present since the day I was a mewling pup. What sins did I do as a small pup? I will get my answers. I will master his Santa's path.
All right, I will.
I'm sorry. Were you hoping I was more chill? I can go
No,
and come
see-
back with a different answer if you want.
No, see, this is good because we're both professionals and good at a distance.
Yeah.
We're emotionally detached through our jobs and our quests. I think this is a good way. We can maybe drink beer when you survive.
Oh, good. That sounds good.
That's
I wanted to talk about your gas mask. It looks good quality.
It's very tasty. I get the snack on the road.
Ooh. I love that. Adjusts his own mask that goes over his snout and says like it's filled with feed.
Clever.
I have one for alcohol too.
Eggnog for the season? Yes. I want all of. Actually, I'm going to ask sort of like a teamwork sneak roll to see how far into this exclusion zone we can travel without being detected. To look over who has like the best sneak skill or whatever. In the meantime, there's this like around this hole, which as you come closer, you notice that it is spewing snow. Like in the poem, just an upward avalanche, just like flaking and crumbling down across like the immediate surrounding, having covered Derelictus. There's something strange about this snow, and not just its anti-gravitational properties, but from this distance, there's no way to investigate. You're going to have to get closer or even deeper.
Yeah. All right. We're not on a delve yet, right?
No, not yet.
Cool. And we haven't entered like a landmark or anything. That comes in delves, I assume.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, just asking. So how do you want to do the sneak roll? Do we all make the roll, or how do we do teamwork rolls?
I'm going to ask one person to make the roll, and depending how good the roll is, other people can roll to see if it makes up for it. So who wants to be the trailblazer? Chirag, would you like to do the others?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have the skill. So I have.
There you go.
I have no sneak.
Guess who doesn't?
I do have a delve and hunt, but I don't think those apply in this situation. What's the domain you would like?
I would like actually a delve roll would work. I would like a delve roll and the desolate domain, please.
Desolate. Good stuff. Well, that doesn't apply. An active. I don't think that applies in this situation. So, and then I just click roll. I don't add anything, any mastery. So we roll 10.
That is a critical success. All right, so teamwork has been achieved in some sense, but I'm gonna let you just like from this rocky, craggy area, you follow Pazro, you follow your guide like closely, and the four of you are like you're carrying different loads, you're carrying different kinds of like experiences with sneaking, but this is going like under the cover of snow, and I think under the cover of an increasingly loud Christmas carol. You're being covered. Your approach is really like undetected so far, to the point where you get to the edge of the hole of this big pit, and Pozrova, your guide, looks at all four of you and goes, "This is where I say goodbye. The four of you, well, as you see, it is a hole. And if you want to know what is down the hole, you have to go down the hole. And you're going to have to jump down the hole, and you're going to have to simply believe that you're going to be all right. And that is the trick to using this hole. Also, don't have your mouth open because all the snow will get inside and it would be nasty, and you'll get a little bit of brain freeze. You'll never be able to taste good again. You know, whatever borscht your grandmother makes is going to be awful from now on. So don't do that.
Tightens my strap on the mask.
Not really a problem for me.
Very good. Very good. You came prepared for snow.
I love tasting snow.
I just said you said you'd not do that, but okay, you do whatever you want. All right.
So we just jump.
I think the four of you can hold hands if you want,
Yes.
and then decides to take the plunge together.
Let's hold hands. Yes.
3, 2, 1. with a leap, the four of you not just like jump. The moment your air like leave the ground, there's a wind, a magic that transports you up and towards the center of the hole. And the four of you, while holding hands, start. You're all spread out like this. You're still holding hands. You're going in circles, just falling down, a spiral of Yuletide energy until from above, you suddenly see deep in this cavernous realm underneath what you thought was simply a hill, it was simply a hole into a viewing port. But no, there's so much more. There's lights, electrical lights. There's hustling, there's bustling, there's fumes, there's smokestacks. What you see is Christmas in its most industrial form. And the magic keeps rotating you until you come to what looks a landing platform, or really a huge cargo lift that is embedded into the rock wall. You land, and you see, I've got a little prepared text, everywhere, painted wood prints of well-known idioms, chemical confectionery blends, and ostentatious impractical glassworks, trotting along sleek, efficient conveyorage. Life seems to flourish little here, as all the nooks and crannies are used to stuff toys, more toys, fillings for toys, wish lists for children who might be happy, who might be ailing, who might be living in despair and can't help anything about that. All of this has been filled to the brim with the need, the want, the meaning, the desire for Christmas.
This feels less whimsical than foot picture number 12 would have implied.
Well, it looks pretty much the same to me as when I was last here. It smells like the sweat of many, many, many unpaid workers.
This looks less altruistic than I was thinking. I could work with this.
Is this it? Is this Christmas?
Oh no, this is the back end of Christmas, the ass, if you will, Garland says to them. This is the production. I feel like Christmas is more of like a thing that happens once the gifts are given to the wee ones.
Okay. Christmas.
So
But
Christmas,
the ass of Christmas.
so Christmas requires whatever's produced in the ass of Christmas to reach the hands of small children to happen.
I would have said it differently if I had been following my own analogy, yes. Analogy to real life, yes. But, yeah, essentially.
How do the small children pay for the presents?
Oh. Garland is throwing their hoof hands up in the air. Clack, clack, clack. You would not believe what they have to do. They have a system where all their actions are watched by Santa's right hand up the ass puppet man, the elf on the shelf. That's right.
What kind of elf? A drow? One of the elfir like me?
On a shelf. On a shelf.
Yeah,
a shelf is on.
You're muted.
A shelf is a what?
A
Shelf
shelf
is
is
what?
undignified.
I mean, I think his last name is Etagere, so elf, sort of like a Franco elf, maybe. Is that helpful?
No.
Okay, well,
See,
I'm giving you what I have.
The size of tarragon. On a shelf.
I would be more concerned about the consistent prostate exams that Elf was receiving.
Yes.
From being a puppet. Yes, I got you. I followed you.
Yes.
Next, you'll tell me he doesn't even wear a mask.
Oh. No.
Oh, how tacky.
There have been a mention of elf on the shelf. A name most foul expunged from the annals of the productivity lists. Indeed, no longer welcome among these vicinities anymore. Now, I see we have got some new entrants into the Yuletide machine. I'm Gallivant Salavant, your drooling guide of and game show master of these Yuletiding lands. And you see in front of you, or sort of like, I think spotlights shine, and this is an illuminating area already, but like more spotlights on this petite form of a man, bent forward, hands very cozily stuck together into the arms of large sleeves. Little glasses that are like super green and cover his pupils, but not the whites of his eyes. Dressed immaculately, by the way. 3-piece suit, just kind of like dressed to the nines, donned up. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Now that the four of you are here, I can only surmise that you want the Christmas gift.
Oh, yes!
Well, lucky for you. You can get a Christmas gift if you participate in our gauntlet.
Yes. Yes.
Gauntlet?
See, we've opened up this hole to invite people from topside, because we heard nasty, nasty things about people who live there, to prove that they're nice and that they can be on the nice list, not just naughty.
I've never been on the nice list, but I suppose I could try.
You don't
this
look like a
gauntlet be-
naughty to me. Wink.
He almost collapses from being told he's not naughty and then has to compose himself. What is this gauntlet?
Settle down, young man. You're not there yet. No.
Mr. Salavant, I'm sorry, I feel like you've already given me a gift. You said Elf on the Shelf has been kicked off the elf?
Gotten the hell out of Dodge. Pink slipped. Through the fire and flamed. Bad report.
Elf on the shelf has gone to health?
Gone to the 11th layer of hell. Actually, no, Elf on the Shelf has been performing quite, how we say, disappointingly after certain innovations in reindeer automation technology. So we've had to say goodbye. Unfortunately, he has made it on bad terms and is somewhere but no longer welcome.
All right, well, I'm ready to be nice then, because you've taken all the naughty right out of me.
Yes.
Well, wonderful. That should make it all the more easy. So, do you want to hear about this possibility?
Oh, yes.
About the contest of the niceties?
Yes.
Will being nice be fun? I've never actually tried it.
Tarragon, yes.
Oh,
We'll receive Christmas.
it's wonderful. Being nice means that the status you have arbitrarily accumulated over the years is then enforced in a positive way. And that's wonderful. That's one of the great things about Christmas.
I want everything the ass of Christmas will excrete on me. Everything.
Everything.
Well, if we want to use that metaphor, then Christmas right now for you is quite concentrated, and you have to go to dig in to the Christmas funnel to get it all out. See? And he hands you sort of like a flyer, and it's like the exact kind of flyer is sort of like the like there's a neighborhood Christmas party you were invited, kind of like styling, not Comic Sans, we're past that, but sort of like gold italic, like big font, and explaining to you the contest of the niceties. give me a quick discern check, if you
Oh
want.
boy.
It's going to be a discern. I'm going to say discern haven.
Oh.
There we go. A little bit of stress. I'm gonna. Oh, we've got a 10. Hell yeah. That's a crit success. I'm gonna say no stress roll for you, Arger. The first thing you notice is that niceties is not spelled in a way you'd expect. Actually, the niceties or nicest is NIC and then has what seems to be a 2 scribbled at the corner of a C, an E with a dash upwards, S, and a capital T. The rest of the pamphlet tells you that this is a challenge, like Galvin Sullivan said, to prove that you are the nicest and not a naughty. And this is done through multiple contests. There's sort of like converging paths. You can choose in any configuration of teamwork whatsoever what to tackle on first. You can do 2 and 2. You can do all 4 of you. But it all asks you to like commit to a team configuration, you know, for the rest of the trial of the contest. The first 2 challenges you see on this like little description are called house call and processing power. What's also available or rewarded through completing these challenges are gifts, little gifts that might be meaningful in the moment, that might be of use to you now as you go on this delve, or that might be in some way related to your personal quest, your personal history in this place. And it has like a big badly photoshopped Galvin Sullivan with drool sort of like gushing out, thumbs up, and it says, "Hope to see you on the Christmas side."
You had Photoshop and you chose to keep in the drool. That is commitment.
Can't help it.
Can't help it.
I don't even drink that much water. I just keep drool. Saliva is simply what gushes forth from this man, the man being me. You cannot change the nature of a man who drools a lot.
That's disturbing and a little bit relieving. Do we get less gifts if we work as a team of 4?
Great question.
Great question. You're going to have to choose 2 things. And if you're 4, then you can still only choose 2 things.
I mean 2 gifts.
2 gifts
I
per
see.
1 challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
Those are the rules. If you're ready, please make your way to the anastrophic finish line. This kind of like, it's a finish line, but we're kind of inverting the thing. You're going to have to go the other way. So it's kind of like, you know, it's not a finish line, but it's a finish line.
It's the ass of the finish line. We got it. We got it.
We know about that.
You brought the anal metaphors into the zone. It wasn't me. It really wasn't me. Anyway, there's also a little bit of a recreational area if you need time to prepare before going on about this great contest. And yeah, I'll be here.
So the only thing you'll tell us about these contests is the name, house call, and processing power?
Yes, isn't that fun?
Okay. Are we competing on a timer or are we competing against others?
You can take as long as you want.
Okay.
I guess the real time limit is life.
Oh.
Can't do it, can't win if you're dead.
Well, what if we are already dead? Can we still win?
No loopholes. You win if you're alive, and if you're there, and if you've won.
Got it.
Great. He's
We're
sort of like,
we're gonna stretch.
he pulls his lower lip so far forward and pulls it over his head and disappears in the waterfall of drool that creates. And all that remains is a little Christmas brooch that has him in a Christmas suit doing a thumbs up.
Garland reaches down and picks up the brooch and puts it on themselves. Some sort of reverse Popple situation here.
Are you sure that's sanitary?
Nothing down here is sanitary. Let me we'll just start right there.
Would you like to borrow a handkerchief?
Garland,
You
I'm actually need you to roll endure. Let's call it a cult.
Oh no. Sometimes it's just so easy.
okay?
Can I add a cult? I don't have it. No,
Let's see. No, that's gonna be
just endure. Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
Let's see. That is a 6. All right. I'm gonna need you to roll some. Let's say a d6.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that didn't do it.
Slash D6.
Thank you.
To
See what
find
we
out
got.
if you're in the bug cult.
You're playing with the bug cult now.
/ Sorry, I've been playing on a different.
/ R a space d6.
No, wait,
I have been doing it very wrong.
there we go. Oh, even better.
3. There you go. I'm gonna give you 3 blood stress. Roll fallout. No fallout. That's totally fine. The moment you don this brooch, there is a moistness across your body that sort of like goes through skin, and it is
whole
nasty.
thing?
But you sort of like localize it. You don't want you. There's something in you that sort of like keeps it localized. The influence of Galavant Salavant has been contained for now.
Crushing it in my mind vice, and I feel like slipperiness will be helpful later.
Oh, I think we have we've met a good donation goal. So there's apparel time.
Well, let me plug myself in.
Hold on there. So
Here we go.
mine had some stripping involved because guess what? It's Christmas.
Well, I think you match my glasses over here. Looks like I'm advertising something I'm not selling.
Yet.
Yes.
Look at that. Oh, mistletoe.
Look at
already,
that.
everyone.
Did your
Yeah.
messages change?
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Hell fucking yes. I think like in campaign there's just like a casual costume change happening. Just everyone just like finds a box with accessories and just like dresses up a little bit.
Put on my tech. Get ready, and say it's time to jack into the ass of Christmas.
Let's go.
Jacked in all the way. Now
For the children.
Trademark.
Trademark.
for the children. There's nothing I won't. Okay, we're doing this all the way. So, what's on this little platform, this little cargo lift that you're on? There is a little like recreational area, like a little diner, sort of like two train cars, sort of like folded, the inside folded open, like pushed against each other. There's a rope ladder seemingly extending into nowhere. And then there's a little, like off to the side, little hidden, like next to some like workers' barracks. There's a little production area line, but that is further away from the finish / starting line. That Salivate has pointed out. So I asked all of you, what do you do?
So, does anyone have any ideas how or if we should split ourselves up to do these two challenges?
Yes, let's just do it.
Just as a team of 4, split ourselves up.
No,
Well, they-
split ourselves up with twice the chances of winning. We can always split the prize later with the blade.
Okay. You said that you would go to different people's houses when you were part of the sleigh of Santa.
Hmm.
So maybe that makes you better suited for house call.
Think so.
Yeah. Processing power might be a technology thing. So I might do that one. What do you guys think? Which of those do you feel you're more suited to?
Well, I've done door-to-door ministering before, so I suppose I could go on the house call. On the other hand, making deals is part of production. So, whoever wants me, I'll be happy to join.
I might come with you because, I mean, I know something about talking to individuals and scamming.
Arger, I don't want either of them. Is that possible? I'll go
You
by
can-
myself at this point.
You can
No,
come
let
with
us
me.
come, let us
You
come.
come to me with processing power, and we
Yeah.
can leave these two on house call.
They got it. I feel like they got it.
I feel so. They got this. It's fine.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be great, I'm sure.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna get so many Christmas presents,
Mhm.
and then we can bring Christmas back from the one that stole it.
Mhm. Yes, the first house you're going to call is someone named Kevin McAllister. You should be fine. What could happen?
What could
It's
happen?
it's just a single child. You will be all right.
Is a human child?
Even
don't know.
better.
Exactly. Anyway, I've had too many fumes. I'm talking too many strange things. Let's go to a different part of the ass as I go with my
To
reindeer
the processing
girlfriend
area.
to the
Yes.
processing power.
All right, so you all check out like the processing room.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, you walk past the workers' barracks, and there's a bunch of elves, so like on a smoke break, just kind of like, oh, can't believe it, snow payment again. Like one's on a vape, just kind of like a drooping Christmas ball. It's like warming themselves over like a barrel fire. Can't you believe this? No day, no dollar, right? You walk past. There's a little area called like a little building with a conveyor belt like leading out of it and into it, called the sign symbol sorting room. Like double doors, factories. Do you go inside?
Absolutely.
Let's delve.
Let's delve inside.
delve.
You delve open some doors, and inside you see like all these like little Christmas elves hard at work. There's some tall ones as well. Like being a Christmas elf is a like temp job nowadays, so they're hiring from up top to fulfill the positions. It's hard work. It's hard work. There's boxes that are being filled with what seems to be more snow and like welded shut, and then put on the conveyor belt towards the direction of the gauntlet, not the exit per se. What do you do, Chirag?
Is it possible my a Black Knight ability, once per session when I enter a landmark, I can intuit an occult sect that will help me? Would that apply now, or do you think I haven't reached a landmark?
Oh, this is absolutely a landmark, and this is absolutely where you're going to find an occult gang of helpers. So, what are you? Actually, do you have an idea what kind of occultists we're dealing with?
Well, anyone who kind of, kind of like the two major kind of occultists are either the people understand, how to get the reindeer, whatever they're calling reindeer now that they killed off their last ones, going, like the people who are in charge of navigating, or perhaps I imagine maybe some of these vaping elves may have just turned to dark magic to help get themselves through the day with the little pay. So something in that, there's something that I just might figure like, this is someone who's displeased or very knowledgeable that I can get info from.
I think your dark occult instincts takes you to the break room, where the most unholy of gatherings is happening, which is someone taking longer on a 50-minute break, and you see a small crowd of people led by I think she's like a dark elf woman, like on the smaller side, little stouter. You can see that age is really set into her face as a stress and just like doing factory work does on the body. And one of the workers, like, they've all got their backs towards you. She's facing them as the crowd. One of the workers goes like, Pam, tell us what we have to do. Tell us what we have to do to get out of this thing. And the woman called Pam goes like, we have nothing to lose but our Christmas ball chains. And everyone just kind of like, I love that quote. Yeah, I love that quote.
Yes. Yes. Garland feels the fervor inside themselves and pulls out their ritual blade, which of course is candy cane striped with a pine tree garland at the helm, and goes over to the belt that they were loading up with those boxes of snow, and like raises it above and goes, I'll help you. We will end the means of production so you can live. And comes down with the sword to kill the
conveyor
belt?
belt?
Yeah, if that's possible.
All right, roll kill technology for sure.
Okay. D6 for my blade.
Oh, I don't think that's so let's try that again. So go to your character
Okay.
sheet. And top right you
Oh, I'm
see-
sorry. Yes. I'm sorry. Keep talking.
Yeah, and top right you see like the little drop down menus, and you
Mhm.
can like configure like the skill and the domain. I can do it for you if you want.
I know, I see it. I see it now. Kill
Gotcha.
technology. Got it.
Kill technology.
Kill all of it.
You know.
Kill.
Ooh,
Oops, first one.
what a flex, Garland.
Dang. Okay,
Love
9 and 8 doesn't matter which one we take. It's a full success. So you stab your ritual blade, this candy cane benighted sword, down into this conveyor belt. It goes clean through, sparks, smoke. Suddenly, the machine, which sounded like children singing, screeches to a halt, roar, and just like all the cheer grinds. The entire room turns to you and goes like, "Holy cannoli! You just did that. You just stopped the snow. Who are you people?"
You're free. You don't have to work for that red sackish crap anymore.
Yeah.
What? I think they all like look at each other, and then their little leader, like Pam, steps down and goes like, "I see you've destroyed the machine. Wonderful. We have been planning to do that for quite some time, but we had to work, so we didn't find the time. Thank you, stranger. How can I thank you? How could I possibly?" And actually, there's sort of like realization sets on her face as like a connection is made. Oh no, you have to hide. We all have to hide. and you hear sort of like imagine sort of like the shaking of like a Christmas globe, right? It's just like that, but it's sort of like loudly and echoey and glassy and approaching the factory. And you hear something say, "There's been a breach. There's been a breach. There's been a breach."
God. They
What do you
found out there was a breach in the ass of Christmas.
I just took
Is-
damage.
Is there anywhere to hide from my puns and this threat?
Absolutely. Everyone, give me a sneak technology as you try to like scamper out into this little area. All right. Actually, we all went. I was gonna say this was gonna be a risky roll, but everyone's rolling very badly, so this is fine.
And then we all die.
This is fine. This is for you. The siren's for you.
So likely. They can't save us.
All right. Let's see. That's one more roll from Christopher, please.
Only Christopher lives.
Mm-hmm.
Tarragon, you better sneak good.
Nope.
He
All
did.
right. I'm gonna need everyone to roll a D8 as the wall of this factory is suddenly like ripped away.
Ooh.
As you see like a robotic figure with grappling hands, extending grappling hands, covered sort of like with the face of Edward Munch's The Scream, like contorted into the woodwork or into the metalwork. There's been a breach. There's been a breach. Jolly meters failing. Jolly meters need to be recharged. Stop the humbug. And they all sort of like let's see here.
Wow.
Only Garland, you managed to hide, and I think like inside of a box of snow. That's like on the stopped conveyor belt. The rest of you are sort of like in the break room with Pam, with all the organizing like workers. Everyone
Right next to the scene of the crime.
right next to the scene of crime. This is going to go to your blood stress. And Chris, you're actually taking 6 blood stress because you rolled a critical 1.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Let's see. So for Chirag, it doesn't mean anything because you have. Oh, actually, you rolled a 5, so you get a little hurt. Let's see. Let's do the Fallout dice. Hurt people. All right, Chirag, you're up. What happens is you are the first one to be taken by an extendable arm by this metal enforcement robot.
Oh.
Oh. Bah, humbug.
Bah humbug. Let's see. Tarragon. Let's see what happens to you.
Oh my god, not Tarragon!
It's gonna be.
Do not put Tarragon on a shelf.
That's gonna be major fallout. It's gonna be even worse.
Okay, but I do have an ability where I can ignore fallout for the remainder of the situation.
Yeah, the effects of fallout. So
The effects, yes.
So what I'm going to give you is not going to be into play until after you're out of this. But
Yes.
I think one of the other bots just extends another arm, misses you. You try to dodge, go for something. Their eyes, like these, like twisted, like wood painted on style eyes, like flash, and a spiraling ray of white and red hits you square in the chest, and sort of like a splotch of pure, sort of like a garland. I think it's like a perfect garland is now where your flesh once was.
Ugh.
and you're going to have a little fallout. A little fallout. You actually have a major fallout called. Let's call it Garland Heart. And every time you want to physically exert yourself, you're gonna have to roll a risky until you resolve this fallout.
Sorry, I'm laughing because it shares my character's name, not because I want to maintain.
Absolutely. All right. Who else do we have? Because this is not the end.
This is not the end.
This is so not the end. Rolling a little more fallout here. No fallout for you. That's great, Jen. And then for Gig, let's see any fallout. No fallout. Great. So we've got these like out of Attack on Precinct, like that John Carpenter movie, just like the walls are like torn away. Like the workers, like these elf workers, like just have full on just like guns that have like the little Christmas pattern and theming on it. I think everyone's got like a little Christmas ball like on the trigger, but they're just full on guns. They start shooting like. What do you do as these bots just kind of like enforce you with these workers? And I mean, Jen, you're hidden away, so you can stay hidden if you want.
Oh my god. Am I hidden?
No.
Does it have Tarragon?
Doesn't have Tarragon, but Tarragon
Okay.
has been hurt very badly. It does have Arger.
Oh
I pull out my scrap sword. Like it's like holding me in its hand, right? With this mechanical hand, yeah. Try and get it out, wiggle it out, and try and like stab it in the wrist, the robotic wrist, to kind of cause pain and cause it to release me.
Hell yeah! Give me a kill technology.
Let's go. Why am
Or
I
is
bad
there
at killing?
if there's an ability?
I have hunt technology. But I don't think that would apply here. Or discern to find a weakness, but I don't think that'll work.
You can give me a discern roll for sure.
Yeah, let's go.
Discern tech, see if you can find a weak spot. Now you're up close.
Got it. Is it risky or standard?
I think right now you're just discerning, so that's going to be standard.
All right, let's go. 10.
10. Great.
Whoa.
You see up close that there is these robots are fueled by like they've got these big tubes running all over their body, and they seem to be sort of like pumping more snow through themselves. Seems to be a big weak point essentially all over the body.
Good. All right. Well, as they say, let it snow, and just try and like cut it as best I can in like these pipes to break up the power supply, so it'll die and or let me go. Is that a kill roll now?
That is a kill roll, and roll that with an extra d10.
Okay. It says so. The plus is a d10, or how do I add a d10 to that? Mastery? I don't know how to add to the roll.
Yeah. So let's see how that works actually in the sheet. Kill technology, and then add one master. There you go. I just did it for you. Why not?
Okay. 8.
8. Cool. What is the damage die or the kill die on that big sword of yours?
It's just a d6.
D6. Roll a d6 for me, please.
5.
Cool. Yeah, you. I'm gonna say you slash one of those pipes. It's sort of like your blade lodges into it, and with heft, like you're still suspended, so you can't like use your legs, and you have to like pull a couple times. And right before you're kind of like moved in front of its face, you yank your sword out, and snow, this pure white, just spooms out of one of these tubes, and you notice immediately that, wait, is this snow? Is this some other, like, what is this kind of substance called anyway? What is... it's some sort of powder, but the meaning of it isn't quite clear. And I want you to roll immediately. Endure cursed, risky.
Cursed. That. Risky. This feels weird. What is my endure? Just
Feels
double check.
risky.
Yeah. You said cursed. You know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to use unorthodox method. Once per session, you may choose to take a 6 instead of rolling, because I feel it could get a lot worse if I'm rolling just a d10.
Awesome.
So I take a 6.
Take a 6. Awesome. I'm gonna say you. I'm gonna say you take a d6 echo stress.
Mm-hmm.
So just roll a d6 for me, please.
D6. What does echo represent anyway? Got a 5.
Echo is sort of like your intrinsic connection to the heart. The weirder things that the heart produces is linked to echo. So in the sense that mind would be like, oh, you have an emotional breakdown or whatever. Echo is there's like a curse on your soul, that kind of thing. And you're going to take 5 of that.
That makes sense. You just double check the Trailblazer. Okay, cool. Just double checking Trailblazer as activates if I choose to activate it. So good. I'm not taking more stress.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. You take minor fallout, and that minor fallout is going to be sublimated. From now on, if you want to act on knowledge, you're first going to have to verify for yourself that a noun is the thing it is. What does that mean? I'm going to let you figure that out yourself, but basically you're going to have to roll discern a lot more, as meaning is covered over you, and connections that seemed sensical, that seemed not logical, that were once generated through experiences, and your experiences in the heart beneath, your many travail in like the Vermitian railroad system, your hunt for Santa, whatever meaning compacted together through the fact that you acted on them is starting to become looser, in the sense that nouns in that story and that experience are swappable. If you were to click on it, you can like, oh, replace with this, replace with that. It starts to feel undefined.
Yes, I'm here because I'm on a naughty sleigh. I went traveling down the jingle bells to get here. But
You
there's a
have
hole in my mask.
logic and grammar detaches itself from the meaning of Christmas, and you only have pure meaning to consider.
Oh boy.
All right. So that is Arger's act. How does anyone want to take the fight to these robots, or have another idea?
I would like to fight.
Absolutely.
Gigs watching. Saw what happened to my boy. Everybody's hurting. And I reach into my overstuffed coat. And I put my blunderbuss away.
Okay.
And I take out something else. It's called Vial of Cursed Ink. And I noticed how the snow traveling in those pipes, severing this connection seemed harmful to the robots. And I would like to climb them and insert my cursed ink.
Very, very good. I am going to say that is either a sneak or like an evade. Does that make sense?
I'm definitely sneaking. I'm definitely...
For sure.
I think there's no way to not sneak. I guess sneak technology?
You are trying to sneak on some technology, absolutely.
Brilliant. And, you know, I'm gonna... Is this a standard? Or are we in the danger zone?
This is going to be risky as you try to
That's fair.
approach.
And while I do that, I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm like, she didn't see me creep. down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom, fast asleep.
All right, roll another d10 for that one.
But I saw Twirly shooting the robot. And it's gonna hit, guys. Let's go. Oh, just rolled a 1.
Roll a 1. All right, we're gonna go with the 3 you rolled instead. That's fine. You try to make your way to this robot, but it's sort of like it's spewing all the snow, and you notice that the effect it produces, or it unproduces rather, seems to strike you as the idea of what is a robot anyway? What is this form? Does it represent a toy, a joy? Because it's painted in a way that seems to suggest, oh, this is fun, but it's being used in such a way so the meaning and the sign and the symbol you see don't really match up. As I'm going to ask you to roll, I'm going to roll, say, a d8.
Oh.
All right, a 4. It's going to be 4 echo stress.
Oh.
And reduced by 1 because you have protection. Let's see if you can fall out of this. You don't. All right. So you are still making your way through sort of like the area of effect, and you will get another shot. But I'm going to go see what Christopher.
Not
What is
dead
Sarah?
yet.
Not dead yet. Christopher, what is Sarah getting up to?
Well, one, I'm a little disconcerted by my cruel and evil heart being turned into a garland. But I'm gonna pull out my revolver from my jacket, and I am going to try to shoot the robot. I don't have any technology. I do have kill. So that 1d10.
1d10, and actually add another d10 because the spirit of Christmas has landed in your favor and decided, through the magic of donation, you've got an advantage. A 6 and a 5. Not bad. That's still a success. Right. You describe to me like how you shoot, like this, like how you're coping with the situation, how you're attacking.
I am moving back as far as I can and clutching my chest, which feels really weird. Pulling out the gun, whispering a prayer to Incarna, and pulling the trigger. Kind of closing. Yep.
Just like directly, like this is your last resort, and right now there's no haggling, there's no benefit, there's no cuts to be made, no deal here. Just
I'm just trying to shoot.
Deal and death, absolutely. What is the damage die on your revolver?
1d8.
1d8. Roll it. 7. You shoot. It sort of like goes into like the Edward Munch mouth, and you see that the rest of it sort of like its paint like falls off, and you have sort of like the template yet to be painted on, like prefab template of what would be a toy or a monsterly enforcing robot. It also shuts down completely. You seem to have stopped this creature dead in its or stopped this robot's dead in its tracks with a single well-placed shot.
Well, wonder if there's anything useful we can get from that. Ow! Somebody help me. My heart is...
I'm coming. Garland pops out of the box and Kurt wheels in. I'm here.
My heart is a U! Why is my heart a U?
Okay. At least it didn't grow 3 times its size. That could have been fatal.
Yeah, it would burst out of your chest.
All right. Before we resolve the consequences of the fight, let's have ourselves a little break. So, see you all on the other side of that. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Love to see you. We are back from break with EUphoria, a gift from the heart, a heart actual play featuring me and these 4 lovely players. But more importantly, we are doing this to raise money for War Child UK, which is doing so much for high conflict areas and the children that have to live in those zones right now. You know, it's spare what you can. Really, it helps a long way. We also have not 1, not 3, but 2 giveaways. And that is 1, artisanal dice set from, hold on, let me get this right. From Rune Fable, a independent small business from Leeds, UK. You can type !, dice giveaway in the chat and enter a chance to win this wonderful dice set that was donated by them to support the cause for War Child UK. So there's that. Second is hot off the presses, extra, read all about it. A digital copy of the game we're playing right now, Heart, The City Beneath, by Grant Howitt, and the publishing company that is related to it. Oh, I need to have this more prepared. Whatever, we're going with it. It's in the chat. Read it.
Rowan, Rook, and Decard.
Thank you so much. There's a chance to win that. If you actually a copy at the end of this very stream. So enter in the chat by what is the command? Is there a command?
Game giveaway.
Game giveaway. We're doing ! Game giveaway to win a free copy of Heart, a great game, as you have listened. Also, we have donation goals and donation extras. If you donate a certain amount, we will perform a certain action for you, because we are bud puppets in the theater of your life. $5 gets you Merry Punmas. What that means is we're going to pun your ears off. Merry Punmas. Advantage for a player for $10. Or for €10, for £10. What am I talking? There's no Americans here. Even more danger if you want to spice things up. Oh, there is an American here, but just sorry. Spice things up. Add some zest to an already zesty, dangerous, lethal game. £15. Someone must break into the song in their heart of hearts if you donate £20. There is no free will right now. We will do it. Anyone will do it. And then if we are to don some gay apparel, such as this, for instance, you must only, oh no, what am I doing? You must only donate £25 and we will dress up for you. Isn't that nice? This thing moves. I'll show you if you donate 25 of your currency. Thank you so much. With that, we are back in the sort of ruined factory hall, the sign symbol meaning making system station of the underground industrial cityscape of the Yule machine, of Christmas purely industrialized. Our 4 entrants, as a certain Galen Sullivan has called them, are standing amidst the ruins with Pam, and I've given her a last name. She is called where did I write that down? Pam Vanderdam. She's Dutch, just like me, with a bunch of workers organizing for better rights amidst these conditions. You also stand amidst, you have a robot emitting some kind of strange snow you just bested in front of you. And we pull back to that scene, fresh out of the ruins. What's going on?
Has the machine been defeated?
Yes, it is paintless. It is on the ground, toppled over, and it is no longer pumping any of the snow amidst inside of itself.
I go over to like fallen robot, and I say like, I need to get the paprika out of this piggy bank. I mean, I need to get this snow out of this jiggling ball. Nouns.
There's the switch keeps happening, and every time you try to have a sentence clear in your head, speech comes before thoughts, and whatever's affecting your speech is mumbling up and jumbling up everything you thought you knew. What do you do with the? Do you do like?
Yeah, I'm trying
examine.
I'm trying to like examine and trying to collect this snow resource that they have that seems to be powering their machine. Perhaps gather as a technological or occult resource that I could perhaps use later on, maybe enhancing my technology.
Absolutely. I'm going to say that you don't even have to roll for this. You sort of like pry the main. You actually find that the robot has got like a hollow cavity inside of its chest, and it actually is part of a system that's supposed to like move up and down as if to crunch something. Inside of it is a small globe in which you see, like you have it in front of you and you shake it. Snow falls on what is a house, what is the frame of a house, what is then a forest, what is then volcanoes producing earth, becoming a house again. And this is, and for this, actually give me, and anyone who's there can see this, and anyone can give me a discern check just to figure this out.
Discern occult, discern technology, discern something else.
I'm going to say that this is a discern. Yeah, occult. Give me occult.
Risky or standard?
It's standard. There's you're not at immediate risk with this.
Fail.
No worries. You don't have to take stress for this one. All right, Garland. You sort of get it. Yeah. Anyone else rolling or that's fine if you don't. Yeah, Garland. You look at this thing and you see the connection between the phases that it's going through and how the snow is sort of like a reagent that causes these like transfixtures from time. Like it is essentially, we're looking at the same object, we're just seeing it transfixed throughout different stages of its sort of like production or like history. A tree is a house, is the earth it comes from. What that has to do with what's going on right now, or even the state, sort of like the mumbled state that Archer is in, you just kind of like, you need more evidence for this. Or is there anything from your experience here, because you worked here for a time? It used to look way differently. It was like a range and like a single shed.
Yeah. So Garland wouldn't recognize the house, really. Like it's not Santa's house, perhaps, or the workshop.
I'm gonna say that it is. It's. I have it.
Okay.
It is the sort of like break station that you and your first flight crew used to hang out in during test runs. Your flight crew was
Ground crew. Yeah.
Ground crew. You called yourself. I'm gonna say called yourself Alpha Beta Carol. And there were 7 of you. You would you have cared to sort of like remember throughout your death? Would you remember your crewmates?
Oh yeah, Garland remember most of them because she watched every single one of them die before she died, and that's what really messed them up. Excuse me.
Yeah. There's I've written them all here. Buck Rondo, Sophia Swimmer's Elbow, Telemetric the Neo Soul, Coach Meals, the Twins, Sorghum Grain, and Harvest Machine. All of them died tragically in that rigged crash?
It had to have been rigged. Garland is like, their mind is like racing back through again, tracing Sorghum's face, Telemetric's face. Too pretty to live. So they snap out of it and turn back to Arger and hand back the snow globe. I'm sorry. I think this was the old break room. I don't know what it is anymore, but it might be a clue. Or, counterpoint, we have to break the globe, break the room.
Maybe. They miniaturized it? He's trying to figure out, like, was it like, there's a port where like the wires were like pulling the power from, or was it like radiation that was like coming off of this thing? Was like my roll couldn't tell me because I rolled too low?
I think it's really difficult for you to tell because you're in such a state where what you're seeing doesn't add up to what's sort of like appearing to the rest of the crew, right? Or rather, these phases clock differently to you. And I'm going to say, and also in conjunction, because we've reached a donation incentive, which is add more danger, because this is going to be fun. This is fun for me. This is a little treat for Ruben, and he's gonna have my mom a little tasty treat for me. You, Arger, see out of this house, which becomes the framework, which becomes the force, which becomes the earth, etc., etc. Every time it becomes the house again, some shadowy, sort of like a silhouette, steps out of the porch. And while you're like examining this sort of like from all sides, you notice that as this figure is coming out into the sort of like the light of the snow globe, it always has its eyes directly on you, never ever letting go. What do you do?
Oh, grandma mistletoe cookie, put it away, like in a bag to kind of like because like I'm gonna use this later. Meantime, do we want to check up on these glibbergobs? I mean those monks. I mean those. And he points at the dark elves, who were like the dark elf leader and her hopefully survivors of the Union Revolution.
Yeah, there's a bunch of triage work happening. A bunch of other workers who were not involved in sort of like the occult-ish side of things were like also involved and just like wondering what the hell's going on. But it seems to have like this immediate danger has passed.
Okay.
Also, I want you to, if you're keeping the snow globe, go ahead and add a cursed snow globe D8 to your inventory.
You thought you could just pocket that thing.
Oh, I'm happy to have it.
You thought.
Like this wet brooch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're not doing that good with the picking up and the keeping.
Got it.
Also, sorry, not to hold all the speaking time, but is it possible? I have some healing items. I'm not 100. I mean, I guess my character wouldn't know necessarily what kind of damage Auger's taken. So, Garland's gonna reach into their pocket and pull out a sack of sort of brown and white chunks, and hand some over to Auger and everyone, because they're all. I've got this. Well, it's not ambrosia, but it still does the trick. It's puppy chow. Go ahead and take a munch if you're hurting.
This feels racially insensitive.
Well,
but delicious.
It's chocolate and peanut butter.
I suppose I could try a delicacy.
Oh, the mask. Oh. Yeah.
That's interesting.
You share a little snack. Garland has like really improved everyone's moods. I think if you have stress, Go ahead and roll a d6 and heal that much from any many trackers.
Oh, damn. So I healed that much in total, or I can heal it from each track?
Yeah, so you have like a little like reserve of 6 that you can just like use to heal across the board.
Sweet. Am I still under the echo fallout of talking in nouns?
Yes, that requires a different kind of approach to heal.
Loax.
Yeah. So the leader, Pam, walks over to you. It's sort of like in a very strange like demeanor. You've helped us. We don't know you. What's your next move?
We came for Santa. I will find out his mysteries and the secrets of the naughty list.
Santa?
These guys have had us.
Santa? She's like, Samantha? Samantha.
Santa Claus.
Thank you.
Samantha Dawn.
The
The
bot.
false red god who runs this place.
They seem genuinely perplexed by the name Santa.
Is it Mrs. Claus?
Rob?
Who is your lord?
Christmas
Who's
time.
Who's the one not paying you?
So like see like a shadow, like again, realization dawns over. Who has? We've been getting paid in the snow. It's the snow. Fine.
Under whose lash do you labor? Who brings the snow?
I don't think they know, Tarragon. I think they've been magicked. Maybe to prevent a strike, a revolt.
Should we talk to the Wilburys with the candy floss? And he points at the elves who had weapons who came in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're just fully strapped. They just have. I put like Christmas balaclavas on. They were ready. They
Ooh,
were
okay.
Are they still ready to fight, or did we kill them? What happened to them?
no. Those are like ready for a revolution.
Oh, they're on.
They're on
These
your
guys
side.
then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that doesn't help at all. Who fixes?
Oh.
Go.
No, so it might have been you, Arger. Who has the pamphlet? Or the list of activities from Salaman? Oh. You've got it?
Mhm.
Everyone's... Tarragon! Show them the picture.
With this disgusting slobber monster, him. Do you know him? Yes?
What is being asked here?
Do they know the picture of Galavant?
Yeah.
Salavant.
Yeah.
Yes. Entertains sometimes. Provides lunch.
Ooh.
You sense that like maybe I think I don't think you have to roll for it. I think Argar and the rest of you kind of catch on. Like this is an event stage of like the loss of meaning from too much, from like whatever was in that snow or what is the effect the snow is producing.
Oh.
And there's not really a connection going on between like exploitation and anything around. It sort of like seems that the idea of revolt has happened, but now it's kind of like it's faded into no connection established.
Okay.
Even the strapped elves?
Oh, the strapped elves are ready to go.
Okay.
It's like, we're just waiting for orders. Strict hierarchy during military actions.
I mean, those pine tree AKs, they shoot pure pine cone, right?
Pure Pycone, hollow point.
Wow.
Who's your boss?
The revolution.
Oh.
Freedom.
And who are you revolting against?
Oh, yes. So Pam is under some sort of drug-related haze. We want to be free.
Yeah.
That's it.
Should
We've
we
been
try?
working- We've been working for a long, long time. We've been hiding weapons for a long, long time. We've been waiting for the right moment for a long, long time, and we believe it is now. And we're going to secure this lift, this freight elevator, and we're gonna go. And so, like this,
Go.
there's like
Okay,
a lack. There's sort of like a glazing over.
Should we try and track down Salavant? He seems like the only one who mind isn't properly glazed. Alternatively, we try and track where this giant robot came from. Sorry, this giant Glorflax.
Yeah, I thought winning this challenge would trigger him, but I guess we haven't won yet.
We may have to go do. Do you know where these challenges take place? Points at the list.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to go the other way towards the finish line, which is a starting line, and pick a route. It's a fun minecart ride. That's
He
I'll give
did
you that much.
tell us that, didn't he?
It's
Yeah.
very confusing when they tell us to go to the Glibloff when it's actually supposed to be the Blablish of the Briske.
I know what
This
you
is getting
mean.
worse.
No, I understood completely.
I mean, we could just lead our new army of friends who want freedom against the hideous, slobbery regime of whatever this man's name is. Gallivan, Salivan, Slobberface.
Got it. You got it.
Well, we'd love some direction, but really, we need more organization than that. And
Well, we have it. Because they stole Christmas from all of us. And we are here to end them and get it back.
you sound horrifying and great. They're just gonna like turn and look at each other. All right, we're gonna stack up here. I guess if you've got a plan figured out, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
To the minecart ride.
So you all sort of like leave like the platform, head towards the edge actually of the freight elevator, which has on top of it two opposing minecarts in either direction. You have none of you have seen Gal and Sullivan, by the way, since this incident.
How many of us can fit in a minecart?
2, 4, if you squeeze.
So, is there one minecart or two minecarts?
So there's two on. So like they've got like the like break block, two of them, and then two minecarts starting on opposing rails off towards like into the distance of the cavern.
Are there signs that say this way to processing power, this way to house call?
Yes, it actually says. It takes some reading, and in the same sense as how it's written on the pamphlet, like how Nisus is written in sort of like with these additions or these re-observations. Processing power and house call, or rather the house, as it's called, is written with like a similar bizarrity to it.
So, I think we split up, and then we have the Grimgax follow us at their own speed down the carts, and then we meet up at the Florvin.
Mm-hmm.
The Florvin line.
Yeah, the finish line. I got it.
Garland jumps in one and just gestures to the whole group, but waiting for somebody to.
Okay. Argan jumps into that. Hopefully, the one going to processing power, and then house call.
All right. So to confirm, we're doing the 2 and 2, or now we're doing all 4 at once.
Dargon.
What do you think we should go with them? Like the very first hurdle, I had my heart turned into Garland.
Yeah,
And
I know.
Last.
Maybe we should stick together.
I think so too. Let's go follow them.
It's not very Christmassy out here.
It's not at all fun and Christmassy.
It's really not.
And I mistrust that man who smells of ham and vomit.
I know. I thought I smelled the ham and I thought surely this is a trustworthy person.
Those cloves were out of date, clearly.
Right.
Okay,
So,
everyone hold hands.
all right. So all 4 of you get into the same cart towards process power. Then.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Sure.
All right, so you all get in. It's, I think there's room to stand, and it's a little cramped, but otherwise it's very fine.
If we hug, then we'll
Do we have to hug?
If you
Does it's another free one. Does hugging make it go faster? A lot has changed down here, so
Maybe the power of hugging.
what happens if we kiss? No, next time.
That's a bit too fast.
I'm not taking off my mask for anything, so
That's okay.
Argan adjusts his mask.
Just a one-arm side hug from Garland.
All right. Power of side hugs.
You all side hug, break is released, and the minecart sort of like starts rolling along this track. What you see is like actually built very high up, and there's this like glittering festival of lights produced by just like little like factory lights or workers housing or street lamps, and regardless of sort of like the circumstances you've seen so far, as you go over it, this roller coaster ride above a sea of light going up and down, and you hear a mixture of Christmas caroling music like throughout different eras of and different cultures of time, like coming together and harmonizing with each other in a way that only like crowds can do, or people at a distance can create the same soundscape. And you have this fun little moment, this roller coaster ride, with all 4 of you finally having a break to yourselves after coming to the U machine, this warped Christmassy space.
I'm not sure I'm feeling the Christmas spirit.
that was exhilarating.
Somewhere halfway along the ride, as you're still like side hugging each other, suddenly I'm gonna say let's see, Gig, you finally like feel yourself being like pushed away. You've got like Arger to your right and Garland to your left, and you're kind of finally like being pushed away like towards Garland, and you can't really figure out what's going on.
Oh. Hey guys, guys,
Hmm?
I'm just
Yep.
I'm feeling some type of way. I think Auger's like not into hugging me.
I mean, that's fine. People don't have to hug if they don't want to.
I know, but like in a weird way. Like it
I-
feels sparkly. It's like there's something.
I'm sorry. I've never had a hug before. I'm learning on the job.
There's something going on.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
that armor
I shared
really
too much.
does.
Is it? Something is afoot.
You all begin to hear tink, 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 and it's kind of like a beat. It forms like a beat, like a tapping on glass. And
The thing is trying to get out.
And we've had 2 donation incentives that 2 people go into song. And I think what happens is you hear, all my life I've been chained up, but not anymore. And you see like a man crawl out of Argus, like the gaps within Argus armor.
Oh my
Ah.
god.
All my life,
Oh,
that more.
that
Open up
can't
your
be
presents,
sanitary.
Open up your presents. It's time to
No.
open the door. Open the door. See what's inside. See what's in store. And it's like this man, like this creature, slithers up and looks Argus straight, sort of like in the eye, and it's going to try to enter your brain via your eye sockets.
No.
No.
No. Garland takes out her bag. Sorry, Garland takes out their bag of interesting teeth, interesting to only them and no one else, and swings at this little creepy, I don't know, this jet.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do we know that it wants to go in our eyes?
I got to go in my eyes.
It's just you. Well, okay.
That's cool.
I mean, it's being aggressive in a way I feel like we can understand. Is not
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna go in his eye.
Yeah.
Gross.
We
yeah,
still
you do
have
your
one
thing. I have
song
some-
that needs to be sung, by the way.
Oh, right. I don't think. Hold on. Another 12. Nah, I need to find the song.
Oh, the man inside Augur is frightful, and snapping isn't delightful. And since I've got this bag of teeth, I'm gonna hit it until he bleeds.
Eyes.
Roll kill.
nice.
The last one. You're going to smack this figure with a bag of teeth. That's going to be great. Let's see. Oh, no, that's going to be a failure. So you wind up, and it's kind of like the bag sort of like rips, and like teeth start flying out everywhere.
My
And-
teeth!
I think
Yeah.
there's going to be a couple of teeth that kind of
Oh.
like ow, ooh, ah, everywhere just kind of like gets some teeth in. None on the figure you were trying to aim at.
Can I use my power once per session when consuming a resource with occult domains? I can roll the resource dice and choose to inflict that much stress on a delve or adversary.
I think right now this counts. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
I pick up as we're like on this moving minecart. I'm like, pick up the snow globe that he came out of, and then throw it at him, but mainly out of the minecart. Hopefully, crashing it will, shatter his power or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't know how occult stuff works. I'm figuring it out. I just had a hug for the first time today. Arga's having a time. He's so
That's
confused.
fair. That's fair.
All right,
Um,
so, go ahead.
Is the gross creature an occult creature?
I'm gonna say it's very much an occult creature. Yes.
I'm gonna take out my hooked blade and try to slice at him.
Ooh.
Cool. So I'm gonna deal. Oh, only 3 stress. So there's plenty for you to hook.
Mhm. Yeah, and were you gonna do anything with the snow globe?
I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm consuming
right.
the resource, which I assume means destroying it.
Right, yeah, just to clear up, yeah. So let's resolve that first. You shatter it, consume it. And in doing so, sort of like the sublimating snow that's been inside seems to stop, freeze mid fall, actually. And you feel that your fingers sort of like, I think, start bleeding as the molecules of sort of like the snow has sort of like stopped, like occupied the same exact space and cannot be moved from them, and have sort of like untransfixed themselves from time, sort of like decoupled themselves what it means to like be subject to time, it seems. And it's hurting you a lot. But in that hurt, you sort of like master this insight that there's meaning making in the actions you do. And when it comes to Christmas, everyone asks, what is the meaning of Christmas? And everyone says you have to find out for yourself. You feel a jolt of energy. Sort of like you go null Super Saiyan for a bit in a Christmassy way.
Whoa, in
And
a
you
Christmassy way.
and consuming this this resource triggers an ability, correct?
Yes, I deal the resource die of the cursed snow globe to an adversary of my choice. Well, or I get a skill or domain for the rest of this session. So if you're like, this won't hurt the thing at all, you can say I gain a different skill or domain if you think that's more applicable.
Oh no, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt a lot. And I want you to re-roll, or not re-roll, but roll another d8 and see how much stress you do again.
8.
8. Oh, is that max? Hell yes.
That is
So
max.
with this newfound power and this like sneaking cursed item that has found its way sort of like in your possession and is like lashing out specifically against you, you stare at it in where its eyes would be right before it tries to sort of like blind you, essentially. And there's a moment in that like encounter just of understanding that this creature was formed by your desire to know what Christmas is.
Mhm.
And it is only trying to return to you the most direct way it can. And you released it from its original glass prison. But then, describe how you sort of like move it away from the threat. Actually, how you dissipate the threat.
Yeah. Let's see. Fuck, I had 2 different ones, but I can't remember the actual code. So I just go in, just my goggles, they come down, say, I know Christmas fool. Hand goes through the shadow, and then, like I'm punching it, it goes back in slow motion. Take off my mask, open, and then just absorb this part of me, but like the way I want it. So it just goes, and then just eat it.
It's
like stuffing.
So it tastes like hot cola and noodles, I'm gonna say, which is not very Christmassy, but
Yum.
I think gets the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Can be surprisingly good, trust me. You eat your own desires, directly return it to yourself, not try to part with it, but it is part of you. It came from you, essentially. It was trapped into something else. And in absorbing and reabsorbing, you remember why you set out on this journey in the first place. You rekindle with that part in you that was a child waiting for Christmas, waiting for the packages to open, maybe even sneaking in a closet to see if Santa would come. Santa. And through that thinking the word Santa, the word changes, but it feels, you know, it's not an error. You know that is the word for it.
So Anta.
You know that it is written capital S, capital A, 2 at the top, dash, lowercase n, capital T, capital H, lowercase a. There's no reason for it to be like this, but it is. And that is the truth of the Santa in this space. That is the truth of what you've been seeking.
Sorry, you disappeared for a second. What's not in the space?
The question, sorry?
What did you just say? There's no Santa in this space?
The Santa in this space
Yeah.
is it's kind of like oh, go ahead.
I'm just wondering, is there any way for me to communicate this to the others while I'm still mixing up nouns?
I think because you're sort of like you've ingested, I'm gonna say this actually cures your fallout, sort of like that cures your condition, not through relearning or sort of like getting rid of the condition, but by knowing how to live with it, with that gleeful desire that defies meaning sometimes.
Mhm.
So yeah, get that out of your character sheet and communicate that to the rest of the gang.
Yeah. So like I share the clear images I have from that night, the weird spelling of the word, the weird way it's said, and like what I think we know less about what Santa really is than we thought we did.
And we received this?
That's what likes.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Like that Santa is different?
Mm-hmm.
But we're still gonna kill him, right?
Yes. He must die.
Well, we should make sure we're actually going after the right person, entity, god before we, hack and slash. I know it's funny coming from me, but
Yeah.
it could be an ancient evil,
Yeah, but like somebody still might perish though.
Let's hope it's
Right,
not us.
right?
With that sort of like idea settling in of what does Santa even mean in this space to you, the mining cart comes to a stop. Eases in to what seems to be a large strip of ever-changing terrain in the same sense, in the same vein as that you saw in the snow globe. There is a mine shaft turning into a mountain, turning into stacks of containers containing ore or some such, a furnace. It is ever shifting terrain, very treacherous, and before this sort of like mishmash of grays and hot oranges, like as a color palette, there's a little arch, like a balloon arch with like Christmas bulbs, Christmas decorations, and a little platter of cookies and milk, wishing any contestants good luck. There's also there's like a little lint that ties like between the arches, so you can walk through it if you want.
Should we take?
Well, Garland's reaching for a cookie.
Yeah.
Okay. You reach for a cookie? You take a bite?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I sniff one because like
Ooh, wait.
everything else has been weird.
You sniff one just in time for you to see
There it is.
Garland biting into an explosive device and
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, and taking a mouthful of very, very explosive speculas spice. So we're gonna roll a d10
Okay.
blood stress.
It's a spicy cookie.
Very spicy.
I'm putting my cookie down.
Not even throwing it, you just gently.
Just softly. You know?
Gotta put mine in a sling for later.
Oh, what's a 10 get me?
Uh-oh.
This is
Full 10. So you max out your blood tracker, actually. You only go up to 12, and you had 3, so you basically went over. So
Was
that
this-
is
Is this major blood fallout?
that is automatically a major blood fallout.
Okay, because that's when Death Follows Close gets activated
Oh.
in me as a dead walker. So, what? No one but me knows what's happening, probably. But what you all see is the skeleton of a reindeer knoll, sort of like overlap with my body and step out, and you can see the crumbs of the cookie falling through its where the throat is down the spinal column,
Mhm.
and it absorbs a d8 of the stress.
Oh, I love that sort of like
It's
yeah,
the manifestation of my death. That's
containing
essentially-
it within the sort of like pocket ghost. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So
Pocket ghost.
roll another d8.
Okay.
See what that reduces.
I was waiting for something terrible to happen to me. Oh god.
All right. So that brings you down to 10.
Wait, I
Stress.
thought it was a 10
Uh,
before.
It was a 12.
That was a 12. Okay.
It doesn't reduce the stress. It says it inflicts D8 on stress on whatever cause.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It does. Sorry. Thank you.
So actually, we're going to give you a major. So you already rolled for it. We're going to resolve that separately. So on one hand, you're going to get a major blood fallout. Just mouth agape.
Mm-hmm.
It's how it is. Can't talk good for a while.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fine.
Also, it hurts a lot. Gotta say, biting on an explosive is painful.
oh.
I
So
thought we were joking. Okay. Oh my.
Gotta have all these replacement teeth.
Had.
Oh, that's like the refreshments at Ether Dances and Shadows last opera orgy. Terrible.
like, grand surprise. So
It's fine that we're just work friends, you know.
Oh, whoa.
whoa.
Okay.
Okay. Someone give me a discern. Discern Warren, I'm gonna say.
I shall provide a discern.
Very good. Okay.
Was this risky or standard?
It was standard, so
Oh, then
we
take
take
it. Whoops.
10. No,
I
you
had
take
it
the
on
10.
risky.
It's fine. You hear some from like kind of behind the arch. After Arger says that, you hear someone go, "Oh dang!" But you cannot see them.
Wow.
Is that chat? Chat?
Hey!
Oh,
Hey!
there's like scuttling. Do you like investigate?
Yeah, I'm going over there.
Absolutely.
You come out!
And I think as you run towards the source of the noise, Garland's death, man, it's like springs out from like the smoking wound. There's like this apparition, and I want you, Jen, I want you to describe how this apparition sort of like lurches over, over Gig and reaches the source of this voice.
It takes one of its rib bones out and then uses it as a long like crook to pull whatever it is back towards them.
Oh hell yeah! So the sort of like the ghost goes over, sort of like settles in, sort of like spikes into what was once an invisible but now very clearly visible and visibly in pain Galen Salavant, and sort of like being slid towards gig as you're running towards it, and he goes, "Ah, I was supposed. No, no! How did you see me? No!" And he's like in pain, in shock, and you've got him sort of like spiked to a ghost.
Yeah, well, my friend could see you. And what are
Also-
you doing?
You haven't been very nice.
Well, you've caused quite a disturbance in our dear factory, and we've had to give you the same exact treatment that we gave that damn elf on the shelf. The robot one. The robot treatment. I'll tell you what.
That's over.
Would you care to remove these ghost spikes from my shoulders? I'm of use.
Well, what kind?
What kind of use can it be? I know people. You know what? This contest is not a fair start to be exploded by cookies, but you know, maybe we can arrange something. We skip ahead to the next stage, give you some presents, you know, get you out of this place. Go right ahead. Who cares? Christmas. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun, not filled with cookies and explosions.
I do want the presents, but
I think we're owed some compensation for our distress.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you said we had to be nice, and we were nice, but you've been very naughty.
Whether that is true or not remains in the eye of an observer that is impartial to the current state of events, and there is none. It's just you and me, folks, and I think I'm being nice. I think I retain that kind of quality. You are doing this to see if you're nice. You're still participants. I can't change the definition of that. Yes, Aga.
You said no one. There's only us watching and observing, but isn't there supposed to be someone who's always watching to see if we're naughty and nice?
Like,
Where
Who
is
knows if
Santa?
we've been bad or good?
a sort of like low mist appears on your feet, and you feel chills all over
Oh,
your body
no,
as you say that.
summoned him.
Your breath falling into snowflakes, and they all sort of like chime and dun 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 as a large creaking noise appears from like the moving terrain, and what appears to be like a root-like structure gnarls its way very rapidly upwards and towards you and looms over you. And as it twists, and as a reference, I'm imagining myself sort of like the like sunflower gnarling, but then all wood gnarled, and a sort of like flowery cage with a single red eye, like eye/flower inside of it, with curled knots that seem to form some kind of beard, and it stares at you, and it stares at what you just said and the information that was just gleaned. And it says, "Someone needs a judge. Santa has cometh." And we're going to end the session there.
What?
Hell yes. All right. Thank you all so much. This was the first session of Gift of the Heart, EUphoria Heart actual play to raise funds for Watch Out UK. Please donate if you can. We're always raising funds for the funds always need to be given. So yeah, do what you can. I have been Ruben. You can find me on Urban Friend and on the Blue Sky app. I am a cat dad. I'm an activist. I am a TTRPG enthusiast based in The Hague. And it has been lovely GMing for you all. And please, all our lovely players, just introduce yourself one more time. Where can people find you? What have you been doing? What makes your life so beautiful? Tell us.
Hi, I'm Chirag Aznani. I'm a TTRPG writer, streamer, and also teaching assistant. I love being on streams. I'm happy to be here. You can find me on the socials at chiragasnani.bluesky. I'm not so much on the other app. But yes, I'm here. I'm happy. I'm always happy to be on streams and fucking things up for all my fellow players. Yay! I can't help myself. It's a problem. Bye.
Hi, I'm Christopher Caldwell. I am a professional science fiction and fantasy writer. You can find some of my work at Uncanny Magazine, which is online, and also Strange Horizons. I have a debut collection of short stories coming out early next year with Neon Hemlock. So I'm looking forward to boosting that. My social media is pretty much everywhere at Seraph76, at The Bad Place, but also Blue Sky. Seraph is spelled Sierra Echo, Romeo Alpha, Papa Hotel, and then 76. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, my name is Jen Vaughn. I'm a I'm a game designer for Strangers. I am an American that's based in France. And when I'm not designing games, I'm designing TTRPGs. I've got a new Warlock class out for the fiber arts community. So if you like embroidery or knitting, you can find the Stitcher over on the DMs Guild. And next week, I will finally have my Brindlewood Bay adventure just in time for the holidays because it's holiday based. You can find me at the Genya on Blue Sky or at Haunted Vault Studios. Thank you.
And I guess I'm left. I'm Tay. What? I forgot my name for a second. I'm Tay, and I live on the internet, mostly on Blue Sky these days, and my Twitter or my thing is my name, and it's in the chat, so I won't spell it for you because there's like a couple letters in it. Whoa. I live most of the time on a sci-fi comedy improv podcast called Backwater Bastards, and the rest of the time, every now and then, somebody lets me into their house to do this. So, bang. That was it. That was tonight. Oh my god, I'm having like weird feelings about Santa, and I'm worried about how that's going to develop in my mind later tonight. That's it.
If I've gotten into your skull pan, then that's exactly what I set out to do. Thank you all so much again for playing. Thank you all so much for watching. Getting messages in my ear. There's 2 giveaways that we still have room for. So if you want to win a digital copy of the game we're playing right now, Heart: The City Beneath, and have your own simulated experience of being a pervert underground trying to achieve their innermost desires through supernatural means, then now's your chance! ! Game giveaway. Also, dice giveaway, artisanal dice set from Rune Fabric. That's not right. Let me need to read faster than I say things. Rune Fable. Rune Fable leads UK-based small independent dice making company. Donated a set that you can win with exclamation mark dice giveaway. And what's not to love about that? And we're actually going to give there's the voices in my head are saying we're giving a countdown right now because Heart needs to be won. There's only one winner, and we're going to do are we doing it in seconds? I'm going to do 15 seconds. I sing on a song. I'm dreaming of a winner for Heart. Digital copy one's giveaway. If you want it, just type exclamation mark and add game giveaway. Do it. Done. Closed.
Yeah. It's over.
It's over.
But you can get it tomorrow too, right?
And Sam has all the heart. Let's go.
Congratulations. You are the specialist person in the stream right now. Not only did you participate something beautiful, donate to a beautiful cause, you also won something, which is a game And what is better than play? It combines human cultures. It expands human experiences. You're such a lucky person. Welcome to the Winner Club. And the dice will be given away next week at the end of the session. And I think we also have another digital copy. Do I get that right? Another digital copy. And also a digital copy of Heart next week at the end of the session. There's going to be so much more, folks. It's going to be so fun. Anyway,
More hearts.
hope you all enjoyed it. I certainly did. It's been a blast. See you all next week. Everyone, bye. Wave.
Bye.